Well, hello there, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me okay, because I know it's noisy outside here. It's Tuesday, August 29th, the year 2023. Yeah, I figured I'd make a video out here. Last year, if you're new to my channel, check out my shorts. Uh, Short videos on my channel, because last year during Hurricane Ian, I made a total of 4 videos looking out my window, where I normally make my videos. And I showed the water rising in the canal, my dock getting underwater a couple times. So anyway, I figured I'd get a little snippet here. You can see the rain kind of. It's hard to see in the video, I think. But the rain's starting to pick up. We're getting rain bands coming in. It's like, if you look at the storm, it's a tropical storm right now, I think. It's supposed to reach hurricane strength tonight, maybe. But we're not supposed to get a direct hit. Of course, with Ian last year, we were supposed to get a direct hit. Ian last year, they said it was going to go to Tampa. And then maybe Sarasota, then it kept going farther south down to where I am. This time, however, they're saying, because right now we're late August, Ian was in late September, and they're saying that the way I guess the wind currents are, the air pressure, whatever it is, the storm should keep going on the path, not curve back or curve around yet. And it's going to go north and hit part of the panhandle of Florida. And that area of Florida is going to get hit. I saw where the last time it was hit directly by a hurricane of any force was back in the year 1896. So it's been a while. So with that being said, I am Mazske Finance. I am coming to you still from South Florida. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. But I encourage you, you need to start investing. You need to eat healthy. Those of you that drink soda, shame on you. Those of you that eat junk food routinely, shame on you. Those of you that, if you still smoke, dare say, I won't say what you are if you still smoke, because in this day and age, no one should be smoking. If you smoke pot and you think it helps you, you're foolish. You need to quit. And so on and so on and so on. I won't get into criticizing anybody, because it's your life. But remember, your life impacts. We all impact each other with our choices, okay? So the more unhealthy somebody is, well, the more it affects their health insurance, which affects all of us who get health insurance. All right, so the rain's dying down a bit. So then that's good, because I think we're just in some outer bands. The heavier rain, if we get it, will be tonight, I think, after dark. But I'm not worried about it. We rode out Ian last year. That was like, when it first hit the coastline down here, I think the winds were 155 miles an hour. And from my area I live in, they said when it came in here, some people say 150, some folks say 145 when it hit here. So I don't know. But if you see down there, yeah, you see my tiki hut down there. That was only a couple months old last year for Ian. And I was worried the roof was going to come off, but it stayed on. But I think that storm did ruffle it a bit and aged it. It looks older now. It aged it quicker, I think, than it should have. So I think today's storm, tomorrow's storm should be just fine. So anyway, have you started investing yet? Have you contemplated buying your first rental house? Do you have your first rental house? Are you planning to get your second, your third, your fourth, your 10th, your 20th? What are you doing? Are you ramping up your investments? As I told my group on earlier today, well, maybe I didn't tell them, but I am starting, I think, to prefer mineral rights acreage over rental property. But with that being said, here's a big but. With that being said, rental property is the quickest way to get wealthy if you don't have a lot of money. Okay, you can buy with other people's money. You can ramp up your real estate holdings to become accredited. Accredited is, in a nutshell, have a net worth of $1 million, not counting your primary residence, or have a high enough income for the past 2 years with the expectation that will continue for the next 2 years, okay? So, but mineral rights acreage, as I was telling them, and I'll make a video just on mineral rights acreage sometime later, but once you buy it, there's no closing cost to buy it like there is when you get a mortgage. There's no other expenses to buy it. You never pay insurance on it. You have no liability whatsoever. There's no vacancies, repairs, or capital expenditures, and so on and so on and so on. And you might get revenue if you're a grown-up you might get revenue from your portfolio for the rest of your lifespan, and your children or your heirs will inherit it. That's how long they make you keep paying out. Okay? Now, with that being said, you're not responsible for any environmental concerns. You know, we all are concerned about fossil fuels because that's storm. Weather is cyclical, but it's been proven that humans, we are contributing to what's going on now with all the storms, the fires in Hawaii, all the hurricanes, the earthquakes in Panama. Earthquake 6.2 just hit last night, I think. Flooding in Vermont, you know, hurricane hitting Southern California. It's fossil fuels have contributed greatly to this. But with that being said, I've had people tell me they can't believe I invest in oil because I'm part of the problem. And I'll say, well, if you are not just blowing smoke, if any of you are thinking that way, if you're not blowing smoke and you think I shouldn't invest in oil, then I encourage you, take off any glasses you're wearing, throw away any cell phone you have, throw away any computer you have, take off the clothing you have, take any rugs or carpets out of your house, take your car and get rid of most of it. The tires, the motors, the dashboard, seats, everything in there. Same in your house, a lot of your furniture, fixtures in your house. Get rid of it. Because why? It all has petroleum in it. And until we as a society get serious about an alternative energy source, we are completely dependent on oil. And guess what? There have been trillions of dollars spent on solar and wind and air and whatever else I'm forgetting. And yet the percentage of energy that the alternative sources are making compared to fossil fuels is minuscule. It's tiny. And at the same time, oil wells, they just keep pumping and pumping and pumping. And we, even the greenies who protest stuff, they keep using oil. Every month it seems like we are using more oil than ever historically, because globally we're increasing our consumption of it. All right. So that being said, it's getting a little calmer down here, which is cool. All right. So that being said, have you bought your first rental property? Do you know how to buy your first rental property? It is easy. You do not have to know what you're doing. Now, I encourage you to learn what you're doing, but you don't have to know what you're doing. When I bought my first rental in January 2017, I knew very little about owning real estate. I just did it. I just jumped. I'm not telling you to copy me. I never tell you to copy me. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right. So with that being said, this isn't going to be a hurricane, so I'm not going to make like updates showing the water rising, unless the storm changes path and comes down and wallops us good and hard. So with that being said, also, I may only have a couple more weeks in this area. I just don't know yet. I don't know. I think I might be at the 3-week mark. But I have not bought airplane tickets. I have not made any reservations yet because I just don't know. I'm hoping I'll get a phone call. Probably not today or tomorrow. Well, hopefully by Thursday or Friday I'll get a phone call. And I will have a better idea how this is going to play out with my future. And so on and so on. And my house is getting emptied out a little bit. I did sell a dining room table and the chairs. I did sell a couch and a couple of little things. We may start selling some other things just to get them out of here. This house is going to get transformed if I decide to make it into a vacation home. That's another story for a future video. All right. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe in all you do. And if you're in the path, if you're Helicopter Pilot Caleb and you got a rental house in the Panhandle, Florida, hopefully it stays safe. If you're Lieutenant Tyler or Lieutenant Commander Tyler, your rental house up there in northern part of Florida, hopefully it stays safe. It doesn't get flooded. Helicopter Pilot Caleb, your family in Georgia, hopefully they stay safe. And all of you that may watch this, that maybe you're in Florida somewhere, Georgia, South Carolina, stay safe in all you do. You may get it worse than I'm going to get it. All right. So with that being said, have a great day. Mazke signing out.